The Cybrarian presents Cracking Packs, Magic the Gathering Assorted Boosters, suitable for all ages. Additional images courtesy of Unsplash.com and music courtesy of YouTube Audio Library. Hello, good evening, good morning, good welcome, and all of that kind of stuff. It's a nice Monday morning, and we have just been repartnerized, or whatever the technical term for it is. Now, we are working on more Conan audiobooks and stuff, but they take a little bit of time to prepare. So, this week, in the meantime, we're going to do some pack cracking for any gamers out there. So, we have couple of packs of Eldraine. We have 4 packs of Strix. We have 4 packs of Midnight Hunt. We have 2 LGS Boosty packs, promo jobs, and we have a Kamigawa Neon Dynasty pre-release kit. Now, how did we end up with all of this stuff? Well, the Eldraine packs dropped out the back of a Planeswalker deck, but all the rest of it was open stock or leftover stock that West End Games was trying to get rid of, and we picked up for a song. Works out about $250 per booster. So we're going to drop the link for this video into the West End Games Discord and see if anyone there is interested. You can check out their stream on Thursday nights on Twitch. So I think today we're going to start off with Eldraine, since it's the only set we have at the moment that's not in standard. We did like Eldraine. And we're getting adventures back in Commander Legends too. No, not Legends, Adventures. Speaking of adventures, so we have our Lonesome Unicorn, 3/3 Vigilance for 5, and a sorcery for 3 that creates a knight for Vigilance. So yeah, the adventures are coming back in the new D&D Baldur's Gate set, which we have en route, so we're going to do a draft kind of thing of that. Well, we're going to do a limited play of that, so everyone's going to get 6 boosters, make up their decks, and then play Commander. We're not going to film that though. So, Idyllic Grange. Quite nice and mono-coloured decks. Plenty of planes out. Get a +1/+1 counter. Blow your house down. Get through. Discards blocks. Scarecrows. We are going to do a Scarecrow deck at some point. Don't know if this is going to be in it. It's not brilliant, but who knows. Red Cat Riders, or the non-human sort of sub-theme they had in this set. Does that stack? It probably doesn't, does it? Yeah, because it would say any number. If it was any number, I think it just gets the +1. Oh. Silver Flame Ritual. Counter on everything. And Vigilance with Adamant. Marleaf Raider, sack of food. And Provoke Elf Knight. No, we're sort of thinking about a Golgari food life gain deck based off the Strixhaven Witherbloom stuff. We might get some more stuff in the Strixhaven sets for that. Queen of Ice, very nice. Yeah, it's the whole tempo play tap things down card. Reeve Soul, for taking out those little small things. Alright, and limited, not great the rest of the time. Crystal Slipper. Yeah, it's okay. It's haste. It's not great, is it? You know, could it not have trample or something? That would have made it better. A 2/1 for 1 that gives you a counter when it dies. This is actually all right. I mean, we're going to do knights at some point anyway. Clockwork Servant. Little sort of, what was that called again? Pilgrim's Eye kind of thing. Fabled Passage, lovely, lovely, lovely. We always need fixing for commander decks. And we have forest and a fairy token. Great. Pack 2. I don't know, some people just like the ASMR, the crinkly battle. I like opening packs, but not for crinkly ASMR noises. Oh, Reaper Knight. Well, Spectres are all about a hand attack. This one pays itself off. It's not brilliant, but you know. This is okay. +2/+1 for 1 the first time you get in. Unfortunately, the equip cost after that's a nightmare, but. Beloved Princess. This is a great little unblockable jobber. Just make sure she's got tons of kit on her. She's got lifelink. She can't be blocked by anything big enough to kill her. She's good. Dwarvies. We do like a good dwarven mount. And we're putting a dwarf equipment deck together soon with vehicles and stuff in it, but we've got enough dwarven mounts for that. Paladin, so 2/5 or even a 3/6 for 4. It's not too bad. Speedros. We always need speedros. It's the only green's way of stopping flyers. Vanquish Paladin. 3/3 flyer for 4 conditional. It's not great, is it? It's helpful sack bonus outlet and stuff, but it costs, so it's not great. Double strike 1/2 Goblin Knight. You could just throw some equipment on this and go to town on stuff. Outflank. It's a good go wide. Into the story. Yeah, there was a mill thub sub-theme in this set, so you mill them out, they have some more cards in their graveyard. It's a damn sight cheaper cost, because it'll only be, what, 4 instead of 7. Improbilize, fun little card. Get the card draw going, get fairies going. Foulmire Knight. Card draw and a death touch protector, it's all lovely. Oathsworn Knight. This guy protects the bridge. Yeah, this is a Monty Python reference because you can chop all his limbs off and he just gets smaller and smaller. Nice island and an adventure token. We have plenty of those. So, I think the Fabled Passage is pretty much going to have covered that. Oathsworn Knight is probably worth absolutely nothing, but I'm sure Fabled Passage is worth a couple. Okay, now, on to the Strixhaven set. And the thing about the Strixhaven set is we weren't terribly fond of the Strixhaven set. Now, we loved the Strixhaven commander decks, but the set didn't really grab us, which is weird because in Kamigawa and Neon Dynasty it was the other way around. We weren't that interested in the commander decks, but the set was great. But we'll get to that later. Strixhaven now. And what did we get this for? Well, I think really we got this for some mystical archive goodness, don't you think? Anyway, it's biomathematician, human wizard. When he enters the battlefield, put one of them fractal tokens into play and put a counter on each fractal you control. I don't know if we want to do a fractal sub-theme. We do have a Momir Vig deck, which works off blue-green creatures. Although it's not ATB, it's on cast for that, so I don't know if fractals will help it much. Infuse with vitality. Alright, it's just one of those come back from the dead things with a little life gain on it. Could be alright in our Golgari life gain deck or Witherbloom stuff, that kind of thing. Relic Sloth. Oh, we've got a giant sloth. How good is that? Yep. We do have a beast deck, but technically, yeah, this could go in it because I think it's Naya colours in our beast deck, but probably not. It's nice common, but probably not. Quandrix Campus. Nice little dual land there. Jesus, what a breakthrough, eh? Well, +2/+1 first strike. Oh, I don't know if it fits with the theme, but this would be quite nice in my feather deck because it would keep bouncing back to your hand and pay for half of itself. What do you think about that? Springmane Servant, another little life gain for the Witherbloom. Vortex Runner. Can't be blocked if you control 8 or more lands. Okay. Arrogant Poet, which you can make fly by paying life. Pilgrim of the Ages, nice little ramp for white and for what's not ramp, is it now? No, it's card draw because it just brings it to your hand. But I think we already have one of these in our Spirits deck. Oh, there still seem to be a lot of cards left, and we've hit a rare. Okay, because there's learn things at the back as well, isn't there? Academic Probation. Choose one. Choose non-land card name. Opponents can't cast spells with the chosen name until next turn. Or choose target non-land permanent. Until your next turn it can't attack, block, or activate its abilities. No, that can be done in response. Oh, it is a lesson as well. But lessons don't really work that well in Commander. You can put it in as a sorcery. It's not brilliant as far as rares go. Kelpie Guide. Now this one we love. We love untappers. We love to untap things. Returned Past Caller. Oh yeah, because there was a red-white spirit sub-theme in this, which is odd. White spirits, yeah. Red ones, not so sure. Rip Apart. That's not bad. Destroy artifact or enchantment or deal 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker for 2. It's only sorcery speed, which is a shame. Oh, rare land. Oh, dual land that enters untapped as long as you have a basic in hand. Excellent. We do love a nice land. Faithless Looting. The artwork on Faithless Looting is possibly the only Mystical Archive card we don't like the look of. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because they've used an image of like an actual realistic looking person with this stuff stuck on them. It looks a bit like a scrapbook or something. It's a bit odd. And an Inkling. We always need Inklings, although we did get a fair amount in the Commander decks anyway, so we shall see how that goes. Pack number 2. Actually, for those interested in Strixhaven, they've now brought out a D&D crossover book for a Strixhaven setting for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So you can play Harry Potter D&D if you want. First strike core shaman that can get boosted when you cast and copy instances sorceries. Could be alright. Teach by example. Oh, a copy spell. We love a copy spell. Really easy to cast as well. Just 2 and it goes. Lovely. Create 2 4/4s for 7. That's pretty nice. Or you can pay 2 and discard it to create a treasure. It's kind of odd. But it might be interesting in that the Conductor deck, the Prismari red-blue one. And another little campus, that's great. Blood Age General. Red-white spirit buff. We'd have spirits in red, really. Ooh! Bear Druid. We have a bears deck. Professor of Zoomancy. 4/3, create 1/1 right. We play. This could be alright in our bears deck. We can give this a bash, you know. Serpentine Curve. Okay, so it's your red-blue payoff jobs. We'll see how that works, because I think the curves are 1, 5, and 10 for that red-blue commander deck. Create a pest and learn, or that would be what, loot or rummage in a commander game. Spirit Bird, it's a common 4 and exile a card for its ability. It's kind of steep. Environmental Sciences, yeah, it's okay. It's 2 mana, draw a card, gain 2 life. Really, it's okay. Hall Monitor. Nice little bookwormy guy telling you off for being wandering about halls. And he stops you from blocking stuff. Fracture. 2 mana, destroy anything that isn't a creature or a land. Nicely. And it's instant speed. All good. Golden Ride. I think we picked one of these because we fancied one. Definitely. I think we put it in something. Not sure what it was. I think it was the Merfolk or something we get. Strixhaven Stadium. Okay, how's this work? Okay, it's a mana rock. Taps for generic, put a point counter on it. When a creature deals combat damage to me, remove a point counter from it. When a creature I got a point counter against an opponent, put a point counter on it. Then if it's got 10 point counters on it, that player loses the game. Ooh. Taking people out with sneaky direct damageness. What can we put this in? I mean, it'd be great in the Snakes deck, but I don't think it fits in the Snakes deck. Interesting. Let's got to find a place. Okay, and what's so lovely? Oh, Mana Tithe. Oh, that's lovely artwork. Look at that. Hold that still for you there. See, that's better. That's not that photographic person. Just kind of looks odd. More of a sort of constructed fast format kind of card, but still very nice. Avatar token. I'm not even sure what makes these. I guess I might find out later. Oh, and a pack 3. Oh, look. Our draft archetype on the back of our token thing, I'm assuming. Yeah, there's one of the elementals from Prismari. It's quite nice when they have little draft archetypes. We did like it when they put those into the Commander Legends sets. That all had everything in pairs. There was like 10 different archetypes in the set. It kind of gave people who weren't that used to it a good sort of starting, jumping off point. Anyway, just remove that since we've already seen it. 4 mana for a 2/2 Death Touch. But when it dies, its 2/2 goes onto another creature. That's not too bad. Excavated Wall. Unfortunately, it does cost to do it, which is a bit of a shame, because otherwise you could like just go infinite and what's it called? Isochron Scepter and the tap thing. I suppose you could go with it. It'd just be an extra step. Prismari Campus. We always get a campus. Arcane Subtraction. Learn card, not great. See, this is why we weren't terribly fond of this set, because Learn's not really a mechanic that works well in Commander. Leech Fanatic, that's lifelink on your turn. Guiding Voice, +1/+1 counter and Learn. That might not be too bad in a white deck. A counter and discard or draw. Pillar Drop Warden, another red spirit. Oh, you can sack him to get his sorcery back. Only at sorcery speed, so you can't even block with him and then sack him in response. That's just ugh. Reckless Amphibans. Oh, yep, seen that before. Waterfall Aerialist. Expanded Anatomy. Put 2 counters on a creature and it gains vigilance. Okay. Team Pennant. Oh, trample equipment. We always like trample equipments. They're usually pretty good. And it's for token decks. Not bad, not bad. Divide by 0. It's a counter spell that gets your loot. It's could be usable. Practical Research with the twins on it. Draw 4 cards and discard 2 unless you discard an instant or sorcery. Pestilent Cauldron. 2 to black for an artifact. Tap, discard a card to create a pest. When it dies, you gain a life. 1 and tap, each opponent mills equal to the amount of life we've gained this turn. 4 and tap, exile 4 target cards from a single graveyard and draw a card. Could be kind of useful. We won't give away the proper one yet. But this has a sorcery in the back. Return up to 2 target creature, land, or planeswalker cards from a graveyard to your hand. Each player gains 4 life. Exile the card for 5 mana. That's not that bad, actually. And we have a shock. It's a lovely looking shock, though, isn't it? Look. Just pretty. Still don't know what makes avatars. And we're going to our last Strixhaven pack. Owlin Shield Mage. 3/3 for 5 with Ward. It's not brilliant, but it is common. Okay for limited play, I guess. Ogyar Battle Seer. 3/4 scry for 5 with haste. Same as the last card. Stonebound Mentor. When 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, scry 1. That could be interesting. It's something like Muldrotha, but it's the wrong colours for Muldrotha. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. When a creature blocks this turn, its controller loses 1 life. 4 mana, sorcery speed. It's a bit all over the place, this card, isn't it? I suppose it sets you up for your big sweep out. I don't know. It could break stalemate, you know. And we have vanilla creature with only flavor text. 2/1 that you can exile from the graveyard to create a 2/2. It's just blockers and stuff in it. Oh, another one of these. Reject. Oh, it's a ward 3 taxes. If it can't be paid, it gets exiled. That's not too bad. And it's instant speed and common. Could be interesting in a commons deck. Professor's Warning. Oh, this isn't bad. So it can either use to put a counter on a creature or give a creature indestructible. That's decent, you know. Save your thing for 1. Scry 2, then draw for 3. It's not a great result, is it? Mentor's Guidance. Scry 1, draw 1 for 3. Or it's scry 1, draw 1, scry 1, draw 1 if you have a cleric, druid, shaman, warlock, or wizard. It can have its moments, especially if you're running that commander that lets you draw whenever it would say scry, then it would just be draw 4 cards. Test of Talents. Counter an instant or sorcery, and every other copy a player has of it, which is not a thing that comes up a lot in Commander. Lower Hold Apprentice. Turn spirits into pingers. Not the colours we use spirits for. Dream Strix Bird Illusion. It's not great. It's an illusion, so whenever it becomes a target, somebody gets sacked, and when it dies, you learn or you rummage. Divine Gambit. Oh. Exile artifact, creature, or enchantment, and that player may put a permanent from the hand onto the field. Kind of thing you want to do when your opponent doesn't have any cards in hand, which would be good in black, but not anything else. And there's a fractal in case we needed one. Okay. Not a fantastic haul there, but we weren't expecting much. We did get some pretty looking Mystical Archive cards. So, now we're on to Werewolf Night. Should have a lot of flip cards in this. Oh, them werewolves in the thing. And the spirits did that as well. They were sort of like spirit one side, enchantment the other, or whatever. Okay. Might of the Old Ways. It's +2/+2, and if you have Coven, you draw a card. That's controlling different creatures with different powers, at least 3 of them. Return to Nature. It's a classic. Everybody wants him. Thraben Exorcism. Exile a spirit, creature with disturbed, or enchantment. It's a bit narrow. Pax Betrayal. It's an act of treason with scry 2 if you have a wolf or a werewolf. Soul Guide Gryph. Hippogriff Spirit. Graveyard Hate, kind of overpriced. Eccentric Farmer. Oh yeah, this one wasn't bad. Yeah, we could have had this in our human deck or something. We've got other mill stuff that, yeah, this can be helpful. Diagraph Horde. Oh yeah, the decayed zombies mechanic in this set. It was a shame it's never popped up again. I don't think it was terribly well received. Geist Wave. Bounce a thing, it was yours, draw a card. It's alright. Howl of the Hunt. +2/+2 in Vigilance, and if it's a wolf or werewolf, you untap it. It's flash though, so that's not too bad. Bird Admirer. Right, this is one of our double-faced. It has reach. It's a 1/4. It has day bound, and when it flips, it becomes Wing Shredder. 3/5 with reach. Dryad's Revival. It's Nature Spiral with flashback, and it just costs more. Shame. Grizzly Ghoul. Zombie Bear. Shame. We do have a bear's deck, but there's no black in it. Shame. Good to play after a board wipe though. 4/3 with Trample that gets extra counters. For 4. That's just value, that. Vengeful Strangler. Can't block. When it dies, return it onto the battlefield, attached to a creature an opponent controls, or Planeswalker. Oh, so they need to sacrifice it or pay 1. Strangling Grasp. Interesting in a rogue's deck, maybe. Mythic Planeswalker. Full art. Teferi who slows the sunset. That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. Blue-white. Untap an artifact, a creature, and a land. Or tap the ones your enemy has and gains your life. -2 is draw a card, -7 is untap all permanents during everyone else's untap step. Draw a card during your opponent's draw step. He's disgusting. Look at. Oh, full art Funky Island. And Day Night Toke. And one of these. We quite like these things because we use them with dry erase markers to represent any kind of token stuff. And up pack 2. I think Teferi has done us well today. We'll definitely be taking a photo of that and sending it off to our friends to rub it in. Rub it in. Next pack, and we're back on Return to Nature. Everybody needs one. Startle. 2 mana. Target creature gets -2 till the end of turn. Create a zombie with Decayed and draw a card. The card does a lot for a common, you know. Homestead Courage. +1/+1 counter on Vigilance for 1 mana that you can play twice. It's not bad. Falconwrath Perforator. Perforates things like Bog Roll. Hedge Witch Mask. I always thought this looked good. Consider. Candlelit Cavalry. Knight in green, not too great, but with Coven, we do have a Coven thing. If you have Coven, it has Trample, so it's a 5/5 with Trample sometimes for 5. It's not terribly good value. Oh yeah. Opponent discards 2 cards and you create a zombie with Decayed. Organ Holder. This is your basic graveyard filler kind of thing for zombie decks. Bait Hook Angler. Human Peasant 2/1 with Disturb for 1 and a blue, and it comes back as Hook Hunt Drifter. 1/2 with flying that when it dies it exiles. There's a fair few spirit type stuff like that. And oh, look at one of our favourites. It's a Thermal Alchemist. Isn't he delightful? Yep. I almost need to remember the trigger, but he's good. Turn the earth. So just, it's kind of graveyard hate. Or you can use it to return stuff of yours. And you gain the life. And you can flash it back for 2. That's not too bad. Devoted Graph Keeper. Okay, when it enters your mill 2, when you cast a spell from graveyard, you can tap a creature you don't control. That's alright. And it disturbs for 3 and 2. Departed Soul Keeper. You can only block creatures with flying, and it exiles with it. The return is not too bad. The first face is kind of interesting. And the rare is Bloodline Culling. A creature gets -5/-5, or all creature tokens get -2/-2. It's not too bad. Very nice Full Mountain. And the Decayed Zombie. And then all of these. I'm guessing that's going to be the last 3 slots of all 4 of these. And we're at pack 3 of this. Otherworldly Gaze is a graveyard filler for our spirit zombies. Startle again. Perforator again. Clarion Cathars. 3/3 for 3 that comes with a 1/1. It's a shame it's a knight and it comes with a human. I suppose we could all gain a human's deck, but not in the knight's deck. Electric Revelation. Yeah, it's sort of like your Faithless Looting type stuff again, with flashbacks. So. Lord of Zombie, yep, graveyard filler. Shadow Beast Sighting. Create a 4/4 for 4, flash it back for 7. Fun. Bat Whisperer. It's a 4/2 that might come with a bat. It's not a great card. Secret of the Key. 1 mana, Investigate. If this was flashback for 4, investigate twice. I think we did put this in our clue deck. We should have. Lunarch Veteran. Oh, it's your human cleric soul sister type with Disturb 1 that comes back as Luminous Phantom, which is a flying soul sister that exiles when it dies. Now, Storm Skrillex Drake Horror. Very nice. Instant and sorcery spells are cheaper to cast. It is 5 mana, but at least it's got a good enough arse that it needs proper removal to get rid of it. It can't just be pinged down. And it gets buffed when you cast instant sword. Not and copy, just cast. Which is a shame, considering the Strixhaven we've opened. But still, nice discount. Girlish procession, creating tokens. Spellrune Painter. Gets +1/+1 when you cast an instant or sorcery. Daybound. Returns typebound as +2/+2 when you cast an instant or sorcery on a 3/4. And our rare is an absolutely lovely dual. Shipwreck Marsh. Comes in untapped if you control 2 or more other lands. Excellent. Lovely purple swamp. And a spirit. And one of these. And we shall be moving on to the last Midnight Hunt booster. Plummet, classic, kill the flyers. Burn the Accursed. It's expensive removal, but it's instant. Mounted Dread Knight. 5/4 with trample for 5. If someone lost life this turn, my opponent lost life this turn, it's a 6/5. That's okay. Cathar Commando. This is a brilliant card. It's artifact enchantment removal on a body with 2 relevant creature types at flash speed. It's great. Neonate Rush. 1 damage here, 1 damage to the controller, draw a card, cost 2 if you control a vampire. Be alright for limited, I think, really. Bramble Armor. Yeah, same as that thing we had earlier on. Good to fire out and attach, but it's a bugger to equip if it falls off. What was it, the Rosethorn Staff or something? Defenestrate. We love the Defenestrate card just because it's Defenestrate. Just throw something out a window, it's hilarious. Component Collector, we homunculi. He starts the day-night cycle and he taps things for you. Timberland Guide, an old classic. Harvest Tide Infiltrator, 3/2 with trample for 3 that turns into Harvest Tide Assailant, 4/4 with trample. Contortionist Troop. It's an X spell. And your end step, if you have Coven, put another counter on something. It's okay. Might put it in our human Coven thing if we ever upgrade that. Nibblegast Intruder. Nibblegast Intruder, sorry. It's a little sort of combat trick on a creature. Overwhelmed Archivist. Draw and discard when he comes in. Disturb for 4, who turns into a 2/1 flying spirit that does the same thing. And we have another rare land, Rockfall Vale. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Because you always make your money on the lands. Oh, I think that's art for a clue token we don't have yet. That's lovely. Because I've sort of got a lot of the old Innistrad ones, but I don't know if I've got many of the new Innistrad ones. Very nice. So, now we're on to shop promos. Yeah, we got pretty much every booster here for about $2.50. These were given in as an additional for free by the people at West End Games. Cheers for all that. always need to be careful with these because they only have like 3 cards in them. You know, they seem a bit more fragile. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Vanquish the Horde. 6 white, destroy all creatures, cost 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. So this could be a Wrath for 2. A 2-mana Wrath. There you go. Oh, a nice alternate art consider. That's very lovely. Oh! Oh! Would you look at it? A gold span dragon. Oh! 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 Treasures tap for double. 4/4 flying haste. Whenever it attacks or becomes the target of something, you create a treasure. Oh! That is beautiful. We love it. And a foil one. So this should have shiny cards in. Still only 3, so we still open it carefully. Foil Mask of Gristlebrand. Very nice. Join the dance. Create 2 humans for 2, flash it back for 5. Nice alternate art foily there. And oh, Nicobolas God Pharaoh. For and Grixis Planeswalker Bolus. +2 impulsive draw for top of someone's deck. +1 each opponent exiles 2 cards from their hand. -4 he deals 7 damage to an opponent or a creature. -12 exile each non-land permanent opponent's control. Oh, don't want to show that away. Don't worry, if you saw any of that, we'll have already used it by the time this video goes up, so there's no point trying. Now, on to Dynasty. Or is it? Was that the theme tune to Dallas? I can't really remember. I was a kid at the time. Yeah, I'm talking like the old original Dynasties. I did like the original Kamigawa. I loved the style of it. Although everything is overcosted because they kind of freaked out after they made the sets either side of it too powerful. Slide. Pre-release thing. How to build a deck. Yeah, we know. And we have our promo card. This wrapper is fully recyclable. Okay, so why aren't all the other ones? Seems a bit odd. We have our separator there for the box. Move that out of the way. In our promo we have another card with a code on the back. We'll be using that later. And our promo pack contains Invoke the Ancients. Create a couple of spirits, put some counters on. And we have our double face card stuff. For all our crazy artifacts that will become creatures that become something else. So, into Chemical. Kami's Flare. Lightning Bolt and a shock on one card. Eiganjo Exemplar. Exalted, kind of. Sabai Trespasser. Ninjas without ninjutsu that you can discard to tap things down. Like the way. Well, save one of your creatures or buff it. Oh, don't think we've got one of these before. Simian Sling. Equipment Monkey. Oh, it's just a fun creature type. I know equipment isn't a creature type, it's an artifact subtype. I get it. Iron Apprentice. Do I have that token synergy with those modified creatures? Reckoner's Bargain. Don't recognise this one. Sack an artifact, gain life equal to its mana value, draw 2 cards. This might be good in our life gain Golgari deck. Maybe Conan, who knows. Bearer of Memory, enchantment creature, puts counters on things, so triggers modified. The Shattered States Era. Yeah, we got these lovely sagas back that turned into creatures. So, first part of this is Axe Treason. Next is a sort of weak Trumpet Blast. And then it becomes Nameless Conqueror, Trample Haste 3/3. Okay. Goshintai of Boundless Vigor. Fantastic. We do need to get round to making a Shrines deck because we have all the old ones as well. Speaking of, Goshintai of Ancient Wars, we've got another one. Nizumi Prowler, yeah, we got some of this. Ishin Two Heavens is one. We already have one of these. If anyone's looking for one, let us know. I don't really think we need two. Oh, and a nice foil Iron Apprentice, that's nice. Oh, forgot about these. Oh, forgot about these beautiful full art basic lands in the Japanese art styles. They're just so good. Oh, and a 2/2 Spirit with Menace. I don't think we've got that token before. That is a really sort of... Wow, that's great. It's a really Eastern looking demon spirit thing. That's fantastic. Love the art on that. 5 more of these packs to go. Ho-ha! Okie dokes. Nizumi Blade Blesser. Death Touch if you have an artifact, Menace if you have an enchantment, 3/2 for 3. It's not too bad. Aki Ronin Goblin Samurai. Loots when you attack alone. Moon Snare Specialist. Lovely bounce creature. So you can ninjutsu one thing in and ninjutsu your ninja from the previous turn, bounce it back to your hand. Sorry, I'll start that again. You get in with an unblockable, you bounce it back to your hand to bring this out with a ninjutsu. You also return another creature, either something against the opponents or maybe one of your ninjas that you've already got out and now can't get in for unblockable. You can bounce it back and then go again. Demonic Sphere, nice little eggsy type card draw thing. Repel the Bile. Enchantment and big creature killer. Crackling Emergence, Spirits of Lands. Brute Suit, cheap to crew and a bit of muscle. Kami of Terrible Secrets. 3 for Spirit if you control an artifact and an enchantment, draw a card and gain a life. No. Bamboo Grove Archer, nice. It's also channeled as a plummet. Long Reach of Night. Yeah, we need to find a place to put this thing. So we're thinking of some kind of blue-black mill deck, but it's just, we do have one, but it's very Demir based. This is not really on theme. Awakened Awareness, excellent. Can be used as sort of like a prison effect thing or a buff. Another Goshintai. Oh, we got one of the turtles. Last time we played this, we got one of the turtles. Now we have 2 Master Splinters and 2 turtles. Oh. Legendary dragon. And when it dies, you either create 3 treasure or impulsive draw 2. It's the business. Gain land. Oh, and a funky mechanical samurai demon construct thing. 3/1 with haste. Excellent. Not seen that talk before. Next pack. Next pack. Nice altar frame thing, Guardians of Oboro. 3/4 defender for 3. Modified creatures can attack as though they didn't have defender, so you just stick a piece of equipment or a counter on it and it can go ahead. Fang of Shigeki, we love a 1/1 death touch. Especially when it's snake, ninja, enchantment, creature. It just ticks a lot of boxes. Spell Pierce. Moth Raider Patrol. Unstoppable Ogre. Shrine Steward. We'll definitely need this for a Shrines deck. Kaito's Pursuit. Target player discards 2 cards. Ninjas and rogues you control gain menace till the end of turn. I'd love to put it in my ninja deck, but the commander already gives everyone menace. I suppose it would be redundancy, but it'd be a waste of space. This is interesting. So you can stick this on a creature, it gets +1/+3 and it can tap for 2 green. Or you can channel it, pay 2, discard it and create a 1/1 green human monk with tap to add a green. Yeah, that's got flexibility, that. Network Terminal. Era of Enlightenment. I'm going past the ones that I've seen before, know quite well, quite quickly. Get to the good stuff. Containment Construct. Sokunzan Smelter. Yeah, we liked this. I think we've stuck this in our sort of Duretti Artifacts deck. You can sack an artifact and pay 1 at the beginning of your turn to create a 3/1 red construct artifact creature. Oh, that's this one. Excellent. So it makes these brilliant. Yeah, I'll be happy with that. Skybliss Samurai. 7 for a flying 4/4, but it can be as cheap as 1 if you have a lot of enchantments. Dragon Kami Reborn. Steps 1 and 2. Gain 2 life, look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile 1 face down with a hatchling counter on it and put the rest of the bottom. And step 3, it flips over. Dragon Kami Egg. Whenever the egg or dragon you control dies, I can cast a creature spell from the ones in exile with hatchling counters on it without paying its mana. This is going to be fun in our dragons deck. Windscar Crag, a little gain land. And what else? I think we had a Dragon Kami Reborn already, but who knows what we're going to do. We may end up making 2 Dragonets because we want to do a 5-color Scion one. But, oh, we dropped things. But we kind of had ideas when lots of new dragon stuff was coming out for the new Baldur's Gate. So, you know. Culling Stalker. 2 mana for a 2/1 snake ninja with ninjutsu for the same cost. When this deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control that doesn't have a counter on it. This might be okay in my unblockable snakes deck. Cheeky. Tanuki. Moon Circuit Hacker Ninja Lovely. Short Circuit. Intercessors of Rest. Yep. We're just pacifying vehicles now. Explosive Entry. Counter for the modified plus destroy an artifact. So you can like unmodify your opponent's stuff by blowing up an equipment and modify one of yours at the same time. Virus Beetle. Hand attack. Bear of Memory again. Oh yeah. Turn a creature or artifact creature into a 4/5, even if it's like a 1/1. And then draw a card. Behold the Unspeakable, we've got at least 2 of these. Unforgiving One. Modified Tribal. 2/3 Spirit with Menace. When it attacks, return a creature card with mana value X or less from graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the number of modified creatures you control. Could be nice. Jukai Naturalist. We got one of these recently and we can't find a place to put that one, so I don't know what we're going to do with this. Ooh, Gloom Shrieker Cat Beast enchantment creature. Fortunately our cat deck doesn't have black in it, but menace. When it enters the battlefield, return a permanent from your graveyard to your hand. And if it dies, you exile it. Interesting. Eiganjo Uprising. Make lots of samurais all over the board. That's going to be a war happening. That's a lot of fun, that card. Oh, look at that. Just, they're lovely, aren't they? And a 2/2 samurai with a vigilance for Eiganjo Uprising. Lovely. 2 packs to go. Jukai Trainee, a green, really weirdly worded bushido. More modified synergy. Do more ward now than like hexproof and stuff to make things a little fairer. Oh, we don't have one of these nice dragonfly suits. They're pretty cool. Crew 1/3/2 flyer. Nice. Ambitious Assault. So it's a trumpet blast that can draw your card. That's nice. Reckoner Shakedown. Oh, so it's hand attack or modify. It's good to have options. Commune with spirits. Get an enchantment or a land. Papercraft Decoy. The Modern Age. Oh, we don't know this one. Born to Drive. Okay, so you can enchant an artifact or creature, so you can stick it on a creature or a vehicle. As long as the enchanted permanent is a creature, so when a vehicle becomes an artifact creature, it applies. It gets +1/+1 for each creature and or vehicle you control. Nice. Or you can discard it to make a pilot for 3 mana. Oh, 2 pilots that can crew for 6. That's quite nice. Bronze Cudgels again, lovely. Blade Blizzard Kitsune, very good. Oh. Hinata Dawn Crowned. That is a lovely card. Spells you cast cost 1 less for each target. You want to get some of that strive thing involved in there, you know. Multi-kicker, that kind of stuff. Suppose your opponent costs 1 minute to cast for each target. Oh, it's lovely. It's not massively expensive, but it's a lovely card. Oh! Eiganjo in foil. Lovely treasure. On to our last pack. Oh yeah, we got that coiling stalker ninja earlier on. Well, here's the alternate art version. I know which one's going in our snake deck. Woof. Mana fixing. Moon snare prototype. Artifact ramp. Light the way again. Unstoppable ogre again. We had one of these before, it's a nice comeback. Season of Renewal, get an enchantment and a creature rack. Dramatist Puppet. Proliferate Puppet. Befriending the Moths, it gets you a flyer at the end. Dockside Chef. Sacrifice an artifact or creature to draw a card, but it does cost 2 to do it. It's not brilliant, is it? Bronze Plate Boar, because we always need equipment pigs. Oh, we have Selfless Samurai, but not in this funky wide art. That's really nice. can give your boss an indestructible, sacrificing himself for his boss. And another invoke the ancients. And a beautiful plains. Oh, we've had a very nice time here today. I hope you've all enjoyed this pack cracking we did. We believe here are our stars of the day. Ganjo, Seat of the Empire, Teferius Flows the Sunset, Goldspun Dragon, and Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh. Good night. Thank you for viewing. For updates, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links in the description. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell of the Cybrarian YouTube channel. And if you're feeling generous, buy us a coffee to support our work.